Welcome all. Today's topic is protection of transmission line. In yesterday's video, we have discussed about the protection of bus bar. So the protection of transmission line having three protection: time graded overcurrent protection, differential pilot wire protection, and distance protection. In time graded overcurrent protection, again there are three types. First one, radial feeder, parallel feeder, ring main system. Differential pilot wire protection having again two types: merge price voltage balance system and translate system. And third one, distance protection. The distance protection don't have any sub point. So let's discuss about the time graded overcurrent protection. In that we will discuss about the radial feeder, that is using definite time relays. This is a one example, that is definite time distance relay, that is nothing but a radial feeder. In time graded overcurrent protection, we are giving the protection for the transmission line using a radial feeder. Then the main characteristics of radial feeder is the power that can flow in only one direction, that is power can be flow from generator or a supply end to the load end. That is, there is only one path for the power flow from generator end to the load end. And this is a one disadvantage, that the continuity of supply cannot be maintained in the receiving end in the event of fault. That is, when fault occurs, there is no any continuity of supply will be maintained with the help of this radial feeder. So this is a schematic diagram for the radial feeder. It consists of one generator along with a number of circuit breaker, that is circuit breaker A, B, C, D. All these circuit breaker having different operating time, that is time operation, that is time of operation of each relay is fixed. That is, for relay A it is a 2 second, for relay B it is a 1.5 second, for relay C it is a 1 second, and for relay D it is a 0.5 seconds. And operating time of this relay is independent on the operating current. Thus the relay D having operating time is 0.5 second, while other relay, that is C relay, having 1 second. That is a addition of 0.5 second in a D, it will give 1 second. That is addition of again 0.5, it will be 1.5. Then like that 2 seconds. That is, all these relay having a different operating time. Suppose if a fault occurs in this section, that is section DE, then the relay D will operate in a 0.5 seconds. That is, a circuit breaker at a D will operate first in order to clear this fault. Then all other relays become, that is A, B, C will become inoperative. That is, a relay having the relay having the operating time which is a less, it will operate first, and all other relay will becomes inoperative. Eventually, if D relay will fails to operate, then relay C will operate first, because as compared to A, B, the relay C having the less operating time. That is, when D fails to operate, relay C will be operate after addition of 0.5 second, that is after 1 second. That is, operating time and the current will independent of each other. So this fault will be clear with the help of relay C after a 1 second. So there is a next, if C becomes if C also fails to operate, then B, if B also fails to operate, then A. Like that, a relay will operate according to their time period set. That is, D will operate at 0.5 second, C will operate for 1 second, B will operate for 1.5 second, and A will operate for 2 second. This is the characteristics: operating time versus distance, 2 second, 1.5 second, 1 second, and 0.5 second. That is, one big drawback of this radial feeder is continuity of supply cannot be maintained.